Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. The Commodores will kick it away to start. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Tackled immediately after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Using the quick game. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Snags it over the middle. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw it again. Release to the back. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own, and it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. The Commodores offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's...
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. They'll try the run. Shakes off the tackler. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Lost the defense is wide open. All kinds of running room. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Hawaii ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They'll go to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on...
Got a lot of running room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. No huddle here for the offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I miss...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Commodores are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Unleashes it. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Now, when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important.
Open runway ahead at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wide receiver shows motion. End off from the shotgun. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Defense wants to bring the heat. Running back goes in motion. He's got him still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, what a move. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the